And here come the numbers, and we'll start with the inflation numbers. They come in hotter than anticipated, up 0.4% on a month-over-month basis for the headline. The core comes in up 0.3, which is about what was expected, although there was some leaning towards maybe a little lower number. Year over year now, we see the PCE headline number at 3.4%. That's down from 3.5, and the core comes in at 3.7, down from 3.9. Both of those expected. All the people who like to dive into all those numbers and figure out what actually changed will be with us in a few seconds. Personal income up 0.3. That's lower than the prior month of 0.4 gain, but also lower than what was anticipated, 0.4 gain. Spending up 0.7.
I mean, that's strong on the back of that, on the back of that GDP and the consumer.
Well, this number is in the GDP because this is the September number. It was the third month of the quarter, so economists had sort of backed out the numbers and anticipated that this would be fairly strong. We were up 0.4 the prior month. The question is now, do we continue to see that spending happen? Because if incomes are falling behind, and they have been, the spending levels over the last couple of months, that would suggest that maybe there's a pullback ahead.
I think
savings rate comes in at 3.4%. People have been watching that for some indication of whether or not they're going to run out of money, the American consumer. That's down from 4%, and it's been a steady decline. But historically, before the pandemic, we used to say people spend what they make. They don't dip into savings the way people tend to think they do. And so if that's the case, then there's more of a case now for maybe a slowdown. People don't have as much to dip into if they wanted to, but they're also not making as much as they were. Services spending went up 0.8, whereas goods spending went up 0.7. There was always a story about people switching away from goods, but they still seem to be spending a lot on goods. Services don't go into the retail sales numbers that we got earlier this month, except for bars and drinking places, fitting your theme.
More hedonism.
But 0.8% gain for services, pretty strong. So it looks like people were spending money during the third quarter on all sorts of things.